Hey guys, we are here live. It's a little bit after 6. I had some technical difficulties, and so I'm having to try to do this with you looking at the pictures instead of me. I even did my hair today, and so maybe at the end I'll poke my face up there so you can see it. But anyway, tonight we're doing dot to dot or dot dot painting, and this is a picture of dot dot painting. And really, in a nutshell, all it is taking round items and dipping in them in paint and then strategically placing them in specific areas on your paper. We're going to use paper tonight. If you got a kit from us, you should have gotten a 4x4 card. And if you look real closely, there are pencil marks going across from one corner to the other and then across the middle vertically and horizontally. And if you don't have that, take the time now to just make those lines if you want to, or you can kind of eyeball where the middle is and go forward from there. So you have the card. Everybody should have gotten a pencil. They don't have points on them, and if you want to sharpen them, you can. I didn't know where they were going to be in people's cars and whether they were going to poke somebody. But actually, we can use the eraser, because none of them have been used, and you can use the tip of the pencil. Anything round, really. You have a Q-tip, and you can use either end. And what I would do is pull off all the cotton stuff that's sticking out, or rub it down and then use it. And then we have a Q-tip, which I tried to use last night. I thought it would be the equivalent of a pencil, and it's not. It's a little bit finer, and it was almost too fine for me. But that's just my taste. You can use anything else. Let's see, what else do I have? Look around your house and see what you've got. You got time right now, but like here's a paintbrush. The other end is a little bit wider. You could use the wide end of a paintbrush. And I have some smaller paintbrushes. This one right here is a smaller one, so the end, of course, is smaller. So anything, I think I used the top on a magic marker one night. So it could be anything. So let's get started painting. Everyone got the paper and all those items, and they should have gotten a container with 3 colors. I have 4 here just because I'm the teacher, haha. But you can mix and match your colors. You don't have to use the colors that you were given. If you've got acrylic paint at home, go ahead and use it. Let me show you what we used. So we're just using Crafter's acrylic paint that we've used in all the other classes here. If you do barn quilts, it's the same stuff. And what we'll do is we'll work on this tonight on our small square. And if you like it, then we may do another class and do some of this on wine bottles. It looks pretty cool. If you Google it, or if you look it up, you might find some really neat things. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm going to show you a couple that I already did. Here's one. That was my first attempt. And so you can see that there are a couple little flaws, but in art, is it really a flaw? Really? I don't know. So that's one. And then I did this one next. I thought that was kind of cool. I was going for a Zentangle, and it didn't quite work out that way. And then I got kind of frustrated and stuck my fingerprints there, and it looked kind of good when I was finished. And it feels neat because it's raised. A lot of these are going to be raised, so it almost feels a little bit like Braille. Not that I can read Braille. And then I did the opposite one with white on the black. And there again, it's raised so you can feel it. So, I see everybody waving at me. I am backwards, so I can't see you as soon as I sit down. And sadly, I see you on there, so maybe you can help me later figure out how to do this the right way. So, let's get started. I think we're kind of going to go with something like this, but use your imagination and you do it the way you want to do it. You don't have to use the same colors we use. Probably won't have the same colors. But the first thing to do is, when you decide what you're going to do, is put your dot right in the middle and get started. So I'm going to take one of my eraser tops, and I'm going to start with a darker color. And if you want to, you all may have gotten, or most of you may have gotten, a piece of paper that kind of looked like that. You can go ahead and just practice on it and get used to what the different size spots are that you're going to put down on your paper. But once you're ready, start with your eraser top if you like, and that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to put a spot right smack dab in the middle. Make sure all sides are down and then lift up. And it may not be even. If you want to touch it up, you can. Not that any of you are perfectionists. I know some of you are in our craft classes, so this may be an issue for you. And you take your time. I think we all know that I'm not quite as slow and methodical as Kim, but I can get it done. So I'm going to take the same color, that blue that I'm using, and I'm going to do, no I'm not, I'm going to take a smaller color, a smaller size, like the Q-tip, and I'm going to do the yellow, and I'm going to do it 4 points. So one, doesn't matter how far apart you do it, as long as it's even. If it's a 1/2 inch apart, do it a 1/2 inch on all sides. So each side. And then I'm going to do it in the middle of each one of those. And is mine perfect? No. And you will hear little voices in the background, just like the library is going. See, I should have pushed that one out. But it's kind of nice to hear the library still moving. Okay. Now I'm going to take my blue. Everest is coming in now. Right on time. Hey, Everest.
Hello.
I got you coffee.
Oh, thanks.
I think when we do our art classes from now on, we'll have to do a drawing, and the person whose name gets pulled gets to come in and social distance with us, and they get coffee too.
That sounds like a good idea.
I think so too. Are you looking at this? Can everybody see what I'm doing?
I haven't. She was watching it up front, so yeah.
Oh, was she? Okay. Hey, Kathy. All right, so I'm assuming everybody's still dotting. This probably would drive Kathy crazy too, because it's not perfect. I'm such a not perfect person. Okay, so I have that done. I'm going to go back, and I think I'm going to get some white paint and make some little dots around between the dots that I have already. I'm going to use my tip of my pencil. So make sure that you have, if you're going to mix your colors, make sure you have some water, and make sure that you have a paper towel or something, because the minute you don't, you'll need it. So I'm going to put these in between each one of my big blue dots. And make sure when you finish your dot dot craft tonight, please take a picture and post it. It can be on our Facebook page, it can be on our Instagram. I don't care if you film it and put it on our YouTube page. Send it with a pigeon. I don't care. Just let us see what you're doing. And yes, for those of you asking, Kim will be back in October to do her craft. And then she will be retiring. October 31st will be her last day, technically. She'll take some time off, and then she'll be back with us in December to continue with her crafts. So have no fear. She's not going very far. She's going to take a little time off. All right. Are you catching up, Everest? Okay. Is that me talking? Okay, I'm going to take my orange, yellow, my golden, and maybe I'm going to put it between the yellow and the blue. And try to remember that when you do something, if it doesn't look very good, hang on to that thought, because the finished product may look a whole lot different than just that one dot that you did. Okay, now I need to add some color. So I'm going to add the red. Are you laughing at me? And I'm going to add the red between the blue. And I want to try to make it a little bit bigger because the eraser is the biggest thing I have right now. So I'm going to get a lot of paint on and just kind of really drench that spot. If any of you remember doing Zentangles with us a couple summers ago, and then we did it in the fall, and maybe we did it a summer later, this is kind of like that. You get so engrossed once the teacher, the class, stops talking, you get so engrossed in it that it is pretty therapeutic. I know, it is lopsided. It's okay. Then I'm going to try those dots, like right here, where they start big and go down. That's done with one size circle. And I'm going to use my pencil. I was going to use a toothpick, but it's almost, I couldn't get it to work right. And I'll show you what you do. I'll do it in blue so that you can see it a little bit better. But you start with the paint on your whatever, on my pencil, but you keep going around your circle so that it gets smaller each time. That's how it looks smaller. And if you run out of ink, then you start back at the middle and go in the other direction. I haven't really gotten that working properly yet, but that's the idea. Is you just paint with what you have on the tip, and it will get smaller and smaller. So I'm going to try it. And whoever just sent me a text, you're going to have to wait. So I'm going to try it with that yellowish color. Make sure you wipe your the point because I didn't. Now I have blue. So next month, we really are going to be outdoors with Susan, not indoors on a rainy night. And we're going to make some holiday signs if you saw the event. Oh, that worked. See how that did it? That almost looks professional. Yee. Okay. I'll finish what I was going to say in just a minute. Look at that. You see that, Everest?
Not yet. It's delayed.
Huh. I don't know if I can do it 2, 4, 6, 7 more times, but I'll try. So we're doing holiday signs. We're recycling some decking boards that I have at my house. I'm all about recycling. So we're going to make some holiday boards. Some are going to be 4 feet long. Some are going to be just a foot. So if you've got some at home, pull them out. We're going to put them to use. You don't need really anything except the board and some paint, maybe some vinyl letters if you're going to make some words, or stencils. And if you're going to do Frankenstein, maybe you need a few bolts. There. I hope everybody's doing okay. Sam may be answering some questions that you may have put up. If you haven't met Sam yet, she is one of our call bases. She's our little China doll. She's gorgeous, and she knows her tech stuff. She graduated from high school, and she's getting ready to start college in the spring. And who knows after that. But she's my tech person. She's my IT person here. Okay, a couple more. The thing I like best about these classes is they make me feel like an artist. No, I'm not an artist, Everest. But thank you for saying that. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and what is, who's our favorite artist? Yes, what does Bob say? He says, there are no mistakes, they're happy little accidents. So I'll say that. I am not going to paint happy little squirrels on any of our art, I will tell you that. How you doing? Ooh. If you didn't know, Everest is Sam's daughter. And by the way, Sam is like an art. She's just very, excuse me, very creative and very artistic. Apparently she got it from her mother because Everest's little picture over there is gorgeous. I'll show it to you when we're finished. Okay, so now I think I want something different. So maybe I'm going to mix some colors. I'm going to mix some blue and yellow, a little bit of yellow, and make that kind of puke green. Can I say puke?
You did.
On television or social media? Am I going to be banned? I did, didn't I? Okay. Here we go. So, let's try it again. That's pretty. And I'm lining it up on my lines, but remember, your lines might not be exact. So make sure that, here's my line, and that's what my problem was on that side. Just make sure that your dots are lining up. After a while, don't even worry about the line, just be concerned with the dots and where you're placing those. When I was showing everybody the other ones that I had done, I told them that you could, you know, they were raised so you could feel them, but it was almost the equivalent of a rubbing stone, you know, that some people carry in their pockets, and a worry stone. But I could see where somebody would use this like that too. Okay, I think I'm going to do a smaller one, same, maybe green. I'm going to use the Q-tip. I'm running out of space, so this might be my last dot. Do the Q-tip. And if you're interested in doing the wine bottle, let me know, and we'll do another class. And we'll try to have, well, we definitely have enough wine bottles, but hang on to your paint, or bring back the plastic containers and we can refill them. Okay. I think I'm going to take white again. I'm going to try that toothpick, but I had a lot of luck with my pencil tip, so I'm going to use that instead. How's everybody doing with this virus? This has been a big change for all of us, I know. When the library was closed, it was pretty dead, although we were busy. And now we're open again for 30-minute browsing, which folks seem to love. I know we do. But I think that whole time we were closed, I had time to kind of look at my priorities and readjust. I hope you did. There. Well, that doesn't looks kind of looks like a Christmas ornament, doesn't it? Let me move this one out of the way. There. Okay. And I don't know. I just kind of was able to really pay attention to things that were the most important. Things that I thought were important aren't so important anymore. Does that make sense? I guess. Maybe a year ago I wouldn't have done a dot painting. I don't know. I definitely probably wouldn't have bought an electric saw and tried to figure out how to use it. Look out, Jason, here I come.
Seems as it's still quiet in the library.
It is still quiet in the library. You're right, Sam. once we get our it's not quiet now because I won't be quiet, but once we get programming going again, it'll pick back up. And early voting starts in a couple of weeks. That starts October 15th and goes through October 31st. So I think it will be a little noisier then too. Kim's last day is October 31st, and we are going to have a reception for her. If folks want to come in and, you know, talk to her for a few minutes, socially distanced, of course. Sarah, I know you were doing your own thing, so I definitely want a picture of whatever you have done. And of course, Belinda and Melena. And to the poor woman who didn't have paint today because I responded to her Facebook post, but I couldn't find her. And I was wondering if maybe you had a different name on Facebook. I don't know. But I hope you're listening, and I hope that you're doing the painting with us. And next time, hopefully it won't happen again. Okay, so from here on out, you can embellish it. You can quit while you're ahead. You can make it as intricate as you want to. Do anything. What if we... No, don't want that. Oh, yeah. What if we took a dollop of yellow?
Wanda said wine bottle, please. Yes, please.
Wanda, we got your wine bottle. Belinda. Sorry, Wanda. Wanda, you probably want one too. Belinda, we'll do the wine bottle thing. I don't know if we'll be able to do the holes in it for the lights. Any ideas? Do we have to have the lights in them? Or is there something else we could do? You know, Danny was our go-to person. I'm going to tap in, see, my white's a whole lot thicker than the yellow and all the other colors, so I don't know if it's going to drop very easily. What if I do it in the yellow that's already dried? These would be really pretty if you did a front and the back and then kind of trimmed the edges and threw an ornament hanger on it, hung them on the tree. If it was mine, I would of course put glitter on them because glitter helps everything. And if Kathy was watching us, she would agree. See, I ended up too far at the edge here. Yeesh. My excuse has always been that I'm left-handed, so everything is lopsided. It is. When I bowl, it goes to the left. I can't ever get a strike. What you doing over there, Everest? You got every color in the... Oh, now don't tell me this is the first time you've ever done it.
I'm gonna say yours is much better than mine.
I don't think so. Okay, so there's mine. I'm not going to touch any more of it, I don't think. But I am going to take you over here to show you what Everest is doing. Just, yeah. Look at this. Oh my gosh.
That's pretty almost.
It's gorgeous. I think. Did someone say glitter? Yeah, I figured. What has Everest Fraley done? She's done that, Sam. You trained her well. Okay, and there's mine. And of course, these. And then that one. And was there another one? There was another one. This one. Yeah, I think so too. So Belinda's saying we could use battery operated lights. We could. That's a really good idea. I'll put you back here. I did all of them. I don't know what I'm going to use these for. And in case you're wondering, this is just watercolor paper from the art store, or from, we probably got it from Amazon, or Walmart actually. So, just use your imagination. So I don't know if anybody has been watching our programming that we have. We have a, we use our Facebook page, and we also have a YouTube channel for Denton Library. And we also have our website. In the library world, it's called a LibGuide. But if you get on our website, the Denton Library website, all our programs are on there too. So you don't necessarily have to have a Facebook page. You can get on YouTube or the library website and see all our videos. But, you know, the ladies are doing their programming. Kim does the teens, of course. And then Miss Robin does 1st grade through 5th. And Miss Kathy does 0 through kindergarten. You know, the toddlers through kindergarten. Sam does some STEM classes, and then she does some stuff specifically geared to teens. Right now she's looking at, she does some things that teens need to know how to do, like being able to sew on a button or cook an egg, or, you know, things that I think a lot of times we take for granted. but they're not taught anymore. So she has taken it upon herself to teach those who need to know. And doesn't necessarily have to be a teen. And then, of course, mine is all the things that I do, the Outdoors with Susan, whether it's a barn quilt we did in the summer, or this painting, the holiday boards that we're going to do next month, and most of you know I'm all about sustainability and gardening. We have a seed exchange here, so a lot of the classes that I do also go with that. You know, it could be working on our seed beds out in the garden, out in the patio, or it could be drying seeds, or I know we had a request for somebody to do a class on dry canning. I've never heard of that before in my life, but it's taking like dried beans and rice, and you can them. I mean, they're already dry, but you can them, and it prolongs their life. Plus, a lot of times those bags of beans and rice have bugs in them, and if you can them the right way and you heat them to the right temperature, it kills anything that might still be alive in there. So that's an idea. I know someone suggested a yogurt making class. Kind of makes me gag, but I'm willing to. I know somebody who does it, and it's pretty easy. And what's the other thing? What do you call that stuff? Is it kefir that you drink? That, like, probiotic?
Oh, Kim.
Not the kimchi, but I think it's kefir. It starts with, it's with milk, organic milk, and then this thing that looks like a little cauliflower head. Robin was talking about it, and she said you leave it out in the open for so many hours, 24 hours, and then you drink it, and it's got probiotics in it. It looked disgusting. It looked like buttermilk, actually, but yeah, I don't know if I could do that. I'm okay with yogurt. That's about the extent of my probiotics. So we're willing to do just about any class that you might be interested in. Just give us a shout and tell us what you're interested in, and we'll try it. We'll try anything once, except maybe kefir.
It's not gonna hurt us to try it, but
Okay. I don't think I can do any more damage. So that's it. You have all done your first dot painting. I'm going to turn this around. Well, I'm going to try to turn this around. There we go. Hey! So you've all done your first dot painting. And like I said, this is watercolor paper. It doesn't have to be, but it's thicker. So it holds this paint a little bit better, especially since I painted the back of it, so it's a little even thicker than that. Yes, we do need to do a crochet group, Jessica, and I think you could head it up. I think that's a great idea. I've always said that I'm not going to ask my staff to do something that I won't do. So here I am on my Facebook Live, my first live class. It's pretty cool. But I can't wait to see everybody's pictures. I know that you're all interested in different things. Let me know what they are. We'll see if we can get a class going for you. If not, we'll maybe steer you in a different direction. Maybe I can get some books on it, and maybe you can teach the class. That would be great too. Please post your pictures or send them in, or bring them over and I'll take a picture of them on my phone and post them. Either way, just so we can see your beautiful art, because you're all amazing artists. We've seen that before, and we want to keep seeing it now. So send them in, and if you're interested in the wine bottle class with the dot dot painting, let me know. And if you're interested in watching the live program for the holiday boards, just click on that event. That's in October. I think it's the 22nd or the 24th. So let us know. I hope you have a great night. I hope this helped you. And hopefully we'll see you real soon. Bye now.